welcome fellas to another video. Today I'm gonna be reacting to this is literally like the first video that caught my attention on the Jubilee page, because it's cut off my mom. Like, how could that not bring me attention? Anyways, yeah. Oh, okay. Anyways, let's get this shit started.
Make the holidays epic!
Do I mend my broken relationship with my abusive mother?
I actually kind of want to hear what
Yes
she's got
or
to
no?
say. Okay, you can't just like start with asking that, like, without giving any background information. Like, how was she abusive? Like, did she like because it does play a role. Was she like super physically abusive like throughout your whole childhood, throughout like recent years? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just start off with that open ass ended question, because it always kind of just like depends.
I think family is very important. If you can at least try to have some kind of communication between you and your mother, I think that's a very important thing.
I think it's a very subjective situation though, because like when you have an abusive person in your life, it's really, really hard to keep amends with them. So I think it does depend too. Like,
That is
have you
true,
tried
but
that?
like people do change. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know exactly what this person's mother did, and I'm not justifying any of it, but I'm just saying, like, we don't know information on the subject.
Before, like what is the situation like? Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom has terminal brain cancer. I feel like I'm
Oh,
running out of time.
whoops. That kind of does hold up. Ah, God. Anyways, damn, that actually does change stuff. Because if she has terminal brain cancer, you could go like the the route of just like ending it. Not like her. I'm talking about like the relationship between her and her mother. Like, you could just, just like phase out of her life completely, and then she dies like with regret. I mean, possibly the mother possibly dies with the regret of, like, I was abusive to my child, and like that's that. Or you could just like come back, forgive her, and then try and in her last days, because terminal brain cancer, that's not something easy to get out of. You know what I'm saying? Like, the chances of surviving that are pretty slim. So she probably doesn't have a long time left. You know what I'm saying? So the best thing to do, in my opinion, I still don't know like what this whole situation is, would be like, maybe forgive her and be like, hey, let's spend some time together that we wasted in the past.
If that changed your decision, you guys are welcome to switch sides.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Imagine somebody from the yes went to the no.
I just wouldn't
They're
want
like,
you to
oh no, fuck
regret.
that bitch.
I've had the same type of thought, should I cut someone out of my life? But then I don't want to hold this anger and resentment for this person and die with this feeling.
Yeah,
I actually did
because there's no
experience
going
that. My
back
mother
with
did
that.
pass of cancer, and I did not have a good relationship with her the majority of my life. I did not get her very long, but at least the last few years that we did have, we were able to have open conversations and me hear her perspective for the first time ever. And it's
Yeah,
been
see,
very
that's what it's all about, because like they don't have that much time left. Why not just let it all out, and then like you guys can like I'm not justifying the mom, because I still don't know like what she did to the person sitting right here. But like, could it be that in the mother's childhood she was raised this certain way, or that something happened to the mother that made her act this type of way towards her daughter? And maybe talking about it in her final days Hopefully it's not final days, hopefully it's final years, you know what I'm saying? But talking about it they could like Jennifer said, the lovely Jennifer right there, they were able to conversate and just like talk about
We're able
the
to have
stuff.
open conversations and me hear her perspective
Yeah,
for the
like the
first time
perspective.
ever. And it gave me a very different view on things because as parents, I am a mother of 5. We do the best
Damn!
Damn! I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
we can with what we have at the moment. To know I loved her, I knew she loved me, completely changed everything when she did pass on, which was 10 years ago.
Yeah. She has
I
an
was raised
excellent
in a
point.
cult-like religious community where my abuse occurred. Due to my mother's religious conditioning, she swept my abuse under the rug.
Mm.
You guys have another chance to switch sides if you feel compelled to.
I mean, it kind of depends because like there's just like a bunch of different types of like cults and stuff.
It's difficult being in a cult, just thinking of being brainwashed, and that could have
Like
affected.
pretty much like anything is viewed as a cult. Pretty much like most religions or whatever. Like certain people view them as cults or whatever. So we need like
Her mom.
we need more like inside knowledge on this because she's just like giving us like the bare minimum information.
And maybe the cult was like encouraging to act like it didn't happen.
When parents show stress around a child, that kid will like pick up on the stress, and maybe this was her attempt to maybe make it not hurt as bad, you know, and like it's not the right thing to do, but maybe this was kind of her way of dealing with it.
I would just like to add, though, attempting to mend the relationship does not excuse the behavior.
Yes. No, definitely not, definitely not.
Right.
It's more about understanding the context and trying to seek closure for yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying before. Like, maybe the mother, like she also grew up in this cult, and that's how she grew, and that's how she just like learned stuff, you know, and then she like passed it down from her mother, to her child, and she just like didn't see like any negativity because of it. But I still don't know what the abuses.
A pastor of my church coerced and groomed me. She was married, I babysat his children. My abuse caused me to lose my community. When I had gotten strong enough to potentially try and bring it to light, my mom did have evidence of the abuse, and she chose to destroy it.
Dang. Okay.
How many times have you tried to mend this relationship?
That's an excellent
Probably
question.
for my whole life. My last contact with her was in April. I flew states away to be with her.
April. So right now it's November. Fuck, I don't know how to count backwards in months. November 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months ago. Okay, so they haven't talked in 7
And
months.
she walked out of a room I was in, and that was how we said goodbye that day. I lived a pretty gaslit existence, and so I wasn't always aware of the abuse I lived in. It's only been the last decade or so that I have learned about myself and what is right and normal. Sorry.
It's okay.
You do not have to apologize for being a human being.
For your personal peace,
Man, I really like Jennifer. She's just like a very comforting character.
and for you to find forgiveness, do you think that that requires a mended relationship with your mom?
At the time of her diagnosis, she had a 1% chance to live the next 5 years. It's been 1 year. With her diagnosis, it's clear to me that she's willing to die with this. And that is so extreme to me. She has asked me questions like, well, think of his children. She's befriended his ex-wife, who is the wife he was married to. when
Man,
all of this-
okay. So I really like how she's starting to like develop this abuse more, or like how she's talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Because like at first she was just like, and now she's like actually building on it, which is that's kind of fucked up. She was like, yeah, let's be friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, held mom on that.
This happened, and it feels really extreme. It feels bad to know that my mother is suffering and to not be able to comfort her in the way that I wish. But in order to do that, it really feels like I'm letting myself down. And I'm
No, but like honestly, W child right there. Like they're trying to mend the relationship with the mom, and the mom just like it keeps pushing her away. That's on the mom at this point, pretty much. Like if she wants to die, with like holding that grudge on her child, and that's all right. You know what I'm saying? Because like they're obviously doing all they can to kind of like mend the relationship with the mom.
the only one that's going to stand up for myself. There's nobody else. And so to appease her death so she can have a peaceful death when my life has been so tumultuous, I can't.
Okay, now it's getting
want
interesting.
Valorant skins.
Do
Just
I want
awesome
Valorant
living
skins?
collection
Not
where
really.
you can stop worrying.
I don't really like Valorant that much.
Yeah, I understand.
This is tough.
Your mother doesn't
Yeah, it's getting really
deserve
interesting with these
to have
questions.
that peace. And I feel like mending that relationship is going to give her peace. And you're not going to have that because you've had a traumatic life.
I totally understand the boundaries. I agree with all of your points, but this is your mother. Things don't just go away over time. I think that's the biggest lie. Time heals things. No, it does not. You addressing your things heals things. And so you have an opportunity to do that, and she doesn't have much time left to.
Sorry to kind of counteract the whole thing where it's like it's your mom, like blood only goes so far, and her being blood related to you doesn't excuse
Oh yeah,
everything
that
that
is
she's
true.
done.
I kind of disagree.
Because like some parents do like horrible things to their children, like beyond forgivable things, and just to say that it's like it's like your parent, you should forgive them. Like you need like the whole context on that to be able to call the shots.
I think it definitely doesn't excuse. If she doesn't want to take accountability, that's on her, right? That's not your problem anymore. But
No,
for your
yeah.
own sake and for your own peace of mind, I think it's really important that you really give it your all, especially in this crucial time that you have.
Yeah,
I was
that's what they're
wondering what you need
doing.
in this moment
And
to
that's
feel like
kind of what
safe.
counts, because when the mom dies, they're gonna be with a clear conscience, you know, like I tried, I did my best. It's not on me that she didn't want to build a relationship with me anymore. And then the mom, like she dies. She dies. Oh shit. Why do I keep doing that?
Secure.
Wait, what'd she say?
In this moment to feel like.
All, especially in this crucial time that you have.
I was wondering, what do you need in this moment to feel like safe and secure?
I don't know.
What do you mean, like with her mom?
I would like validation. I would like to feel loved. I would like to feel a part of something.
Do you currently have a support system? And if so, what does that look like for you?
That's been that's been a trending struggle in my life, because I feel like I've carried around feeling like an outcast. I feel like I've been chosen over, and that I am not worth even my mother's care or concern. So finding community with that on my back.
Oh yeah, especially because like the mom befriended the pastor's wife and all that, and like she had, like I'm guessing it was like physical evidence that the pastor like did that shit, because she said she quote unquote destroyed the evidence, so it was definitely like physical evidence that got destroyed, and it's like, oh yeah, like I'm choosing my cult over my child. Like that's kind of fucked up. Not gonna lie,
Has
that's
been
kind of very fucked up.
very big deal. I I do have a spouse, and I do have a 6-year-old son, and they're the best things in my life.
Oh. Okay, sorry, I'm slow reader.
It just seems like it's at a point where she's tried everything.
Her mother must have value because she wouldn't be doing all this.
I think she's actually found her like peace. If her mom wasn't sick, I don't think she would be in this situation right now. The diagnosis brought up a lot of pent up anger inside of her that she now wants to put out.
If her mother
Oh
dies,
yeah,
and
cause it's like, it's kind of like a race against the clock, you know, like I'm guessing the person that's sitting down, like their goal is to ultimately make peace with their mother. And I'm guessing that they like see it like if she dies before they can make peace, then like she won't be able to find peace. You know what I'm saying? But
looks back
feel
and
like
says,
they
"I
could.
wish I did this. I wish I did that." I think that's gonna end up eating her even worse.
Yeah,
The ground.
that's what I said. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Exactly. What does she want? What does she need?
Damn, this is like one of the most
We
interesting
all agree
Jubilees
that
I've
it is
watched.
better to regret doing something than not doing something. You never know what it's like when someone's on their deathbed. And so we just feel like keeping the door open is better than keeping the door closed.
We were listening to what
Hell
you
yeah,
stated that you
Jennifer.
wanted.
Let's go.
You wanted to feel loved and you wanted validation. You can achieve those things without mending the relationship through support systems, finding therapy, finding a community. You have the love from your family on your side. So for that reason, we said you should not mend it.
Have you made your
I feel like my jury advice would be to keep trying, like unless it keeps getting more and more toxic, you know? Like if it just like stays how it is, like she keeps trying, gets rejected, but she keeps trying, then I feel like she should keep trying until the mom dies. Like that's my opinion. Just to like just for them to like actually understand like what was going through the mom's mind when she did all this and that.
decision?
Like she doesn't have to mend, but she could try. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? She's gonna pick no. I knew it. No.
Like you guys said, I can offer myself the things that I need
Okay,
moving
but
forward.
I understand. I
And
understand where she's coming from.
Mending the relationship takes a lot of energy.
Because like I wasn't in her shoes, so I don't understand like the extent of the of the abuse. You know what I'm saying? So I can't speak on her
takes me
behalf.
back to a lot of places that I've already moved through. Both boxes really suck for me, and I like the possibilities in this box more.
No, yeah, she could.
On
Ooh,
the
2
show,
weeks later?
that was
Okay.
the first time I've ever talked about it. I came away feeling like maybe I had a powerless attitude towards it, and it didn't have to be that way. You know, I have spoken to pretty much everyone now about this situation, so I decided to get in contact with law enforcement and have a conversation with the detective, just going over what happened to me.
I was
Is
not
there
expecting
any part
that.
of you that wanted to reach out to your mom when you did reach out to law enforcement?
It's a lot harder to do when interacting in real time. I find myself more thinking of writing her letters to just know that I'm expressing myself, and so I'm hoping that will serve.
Okay, yeah, because I feel like phone calls don't really work when you're trying to get your point across to somebody that doesn't want to hear your point, you know, because there's like a bunch of yelling and there's like you can't really talk without them, like you can't talk and hope for them to listen because they just have like a barrier. If you write them a letter, better than shooting a text at least, but you can, without being interrupted, you can share your thoughts within like 3 to 4 business days, that is.
There's some kind of olive branch. Since opening up that dialogue with the jury,
That's not that bad. I hope things go better for them. Because, I mean, they said that they have a spouse and a child. So hopefully things start looking better for them. Anyways, hit that like and subscribe button for more of my pretty awesome content. I want to do more reacting stuff to like Jubilee and all this shit because I find it pretty entertaining. Anyways, later guys. Have a nice day.